Hey, everybody. Happy Friday afternoon. Many of you are getting ready for your date night. And we all know the date nights have changed a little bit recently. I know not too long ago, I was talking to Lisa and they went to the restaurant, went through the drive through and parked at the park. How romantic. It's almost like high school days, right? I had seen another marriage where a couple, the Brooks Electric, did dinner in the truck. And I'm talking about the work truck. We have to get creative, people. We have to get creative. This is one of the many reasons that Lisa and I are offering a little workshop mini thing tomorrow morning. And we really want you to get registered because it is going to enrich your marriage. And you might be thinking, well, my marriage is great. But our marriages, they require maintenance, just like our cars require maintenance. Our bank accounts require maintenance. Our physical bodies require maintenance. So, Lisa, how are you today? And I'm excited to be working with you tomorrow on our Liberty Project. For those of you that don't know, Lisa, share a little bit about Liberty, if you would.
Yeah, so Liberty Through Christ, Be Made Whole is a ministry that Maggie and I co-minister together. It's a series of intensives throughout the year and an annual conference at the end of the year. So what we're doing now is a mini intensive, and we've chosen to do this because during the COVID-19 pandemic, there has been a lot of marriages disrupted.
Yes.
And so we want to help you. We want to support you. Tomorrow we get started at 9:30. It'll be from 9:30 to 11. If you have not registered, please go through Eventbrite and register so that we can send you the link to the video. So very excited about it. And if you have a great marriage, that is a blessing. I believe that I have a great marriage. So I feel blessed. But what I also know is that what is making my marriage great, aside from God, is that having the right tools and strategies to use when I need them. So tomorrow we're going to be talking about some very specific tools and strategies to help your marriage. Now, Maggie, I had also had a couple of singles who asked if they could be a part of the intensive. Absolutely. There are a lot of singles right now in relationships planning to get married. This is a wonderful time to get as many tips as possible to help you out.
Yes, absolutely. It's going to be, like she said, a mini intensive. And this is free of charge. This is absolutely no strings attached, no upsells, nothing in there that's going to cause you to go, oh, wow. But on the heels of this, starting Monday, okay, tomorrow is the mini intensive. It's called the 3 C's to your marriage. And that means your communication, your connection, and your commitment. Those things right there are so powerful in any relationship. So maybe you're just dating someone, maybe you're engaged. It doesn't matter. If you're single, preparing, sorry about the kitties appearance. So he wants a mate. But regardless of your status, you need to do this, whether you're newlyweds, whether you're engaged, whether you're preparing for marriage, or you are waiting for the man or woman that God has placed in your life. This is for male, female. And some people have asked, Lisa, if my spouse can't come, can I still come? You better believe it.
Yes.
Absolutely. You need to come and get your tank filled.
Yeah.
Because starting Monday is the 10-day marriage challenge, and they're keys. They're things every day. We're going to give you a key on our Liberty Through Christ page, and you need to go get it because it's going to be something you can implement, something you can try to be able to bring nourishment to your marriage. I don't care how strong your marriage is. Lisa, tell them how long you've been married.
32 years.
That's a long time. I know she doesn't look old enough. They started dating at preschool. But I've been married now for 6 years successfully. Yes. And I say successfully because I had a really bad marriage and I have a really good marriage. So we bring a lot of diversity to it. We bring not only our knowledge from being married all those years, but also we both hold master's degrees in counseling as well as professional coaches. So we've got some tools in our tool belt we want to share with you. And we feel like those 3 C's are going to give you a little bit to get you to the gas station so you can go fill up. Lisa, tell them about the importance of commitment and the importance of communication and connection.
Well, I mean, it's important to us as human beings.
Right.
How we communicate to each other makes the difference in how we build our relationship, what we understand about each other, how we decide to communicate also matters in that it keeps down conflict.
Oh, yeah.
And right now, there is a lot of conflict in marriages.
Yeah.
Now, I'm talking about commitment, and let me tell you, when we talk about commitment, we're not just talking about being committed and staying in our marriage. We're talking about what does commitment mean as far as what type of actions do you take to remind your spouse that you are committed to him or her? What do you say to remind your spouse that you are committed to him or her? So you guys really want to come in and get these nuggets.
Yes, absolutely. And the only way that you can get this nugget is to go to Eventbrite and register. You must register there because we will be sending out the Zoom links. Now, even though this is on the cloud and we normally have intensives at a local church or a local business building or such, we're doing it in a Zoom meeting tomorrow just due to the COVID and to make it convenient for you to attend. But we also adhere to the same guidelines that we use in all of our stuff, and that is it's a confidential, safe environment for you to come. Now, we're going to give you these tools of the 3 C's. And Lisa, I'm glad you mentioned the conflict, because part of communication is having the ability to resolve conflict. And so conflict resolution is like super important as well. But we're going to give you these tools, and then we're going to have a Q&A time. And that's super important because it's like, ask the counselor, all those things you want to ask but don't want to tell. It's like Dear Abby on steroids. Come and bring your questions, and we will field those questions based through the lens of scripture and through the lens of experiential knowledge, as well as our academic training. So you don't want to miss this. You want to invite everyone you know. Matter of fact, share this video now. Share it to your friends, family, share it on your timeline, share it in your groups. It's very important that you take advantage of this free opportunity to get a download, because we're seeking God. We believe he's got a word for you. We believe that all of these things are important, and every marriage needs a little bit of fuel in its gas tank, a little bit of fertilizer on its garden, so that it can grow.
Speaking of fertilizer, we're going to be talking about connection. And so we're going to get a little PG-13, a little PG-13, 14, 15 maybe.
Send the kids in the other room.
Connection.
Yeah. These things are so important, Lisa. And a lot of times people, they just don't know where to turn.
Right.
And many times I hear all the time, well, I want to go to counseling, but my spouse won't. We're bringing you some tools and based on a lot of great information. But number one, what does the Bible say about your circumstances?
Yeah.
And so, Lisa, I am so stoked about this because
I am too.
I know you as well as myself. We've gotten a lot of questions. What do you think about all of the things that have been exposed now with couples spending time together? Have you seen a lot of that as well with your couples you work with?
Yeah, actually, because of the COVID-19 pandemic, I followed up on 11 of my most current marriages that, I was a little concerned about, who had some big issues in the past. And I was pleasantly blessed to hear them say that they had to pull out some of their tools, some of their worksheets, that their husbands were reminding them, because, we're usually the ones who try to initiate good stuff, but their husbands were reminding them of some of the tools. So it was really good. But even within that 11, I did end up having to open up some sessions with a few other marriages just to kind of give them a booster shot, just to really encourage them and remind them of what they already knew but we're having a hard time implementing. And so when you say maintenance is very important because we learn a lot of tools and strategies. God gives us wisdom and insight. And a lot of times we'll put them in place. Things will get good. We're at peace. All is well. And then when disruptions come, a lot of times we forget about what we know. And so maintenance is good. So yeah, but I'm very excited too, Maggie, about this 10-day challenge. So I really encourage you guys, those of you who feel like you are even in a good marriage, go ahead and go through the 10-day challenge and make it even better. I mean, what do you have to lose? It's not going to be long, and I mean, it's not going to be anything that takes a lot of your time. So what do you have to lose? So join us for the intensive tomorrow, and then join us for the 10-day challenge starting Monday.
Yes. And we're going to take registration up until 8 a.m. tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
And so about at 8 a.m. we're going to shut it down because we need to send out the link to you all to get into the Zoom. You will not get into the Zoom without the link. It will not be put out there publicly. And because we do want to have the disclaimer of the confidentiality within the group, but as well as that, we want to be able to secure this area where you can really get those tools in your tool belt. And basically, I don't know about you, Lisa, but I've been doing a lot of gardening. So everything, get those seeds watered. Okay. Yeah. You might be saying, oh yeah, I'm spending time with my spouse and I'm doing all this stuff. Get your seeds watered tomorrow. So register today, go invite a friend, do the challenge. And listen, if your wife won't do it or your husband won't do it, you do it. How many of y'all have seen that movie that had the Dare Challenge, right? Okay, so what is the challenge? People are going to ask that. I know, Lisa, so I'm just going to elaborate a little bit more before we log off. The challenge will be basically 10 days and 10 tips to help you jumpstart, reignite, connect, communicate, all of those things. And there'll just be a plethora of things that you can take action or little daily reminders just to keep that marriage as an important relationship. So it will be on our Liberty page, our Liberty Through Christ, Be Made Whole, our Facebook page. And if you're not following us on there, you need to go like the page, follow us, comment on the things, because we want to hear, what is your best marriage strategy?
Yeah.
What is your best marriage tool?
Yeah, that's great.
What do you do to keep your marriage hot? Yeah. What are those things that you would like to do? So every day for 10 days, starting Monday, there'll be a marriage tip. And it will help you that day to focus on something to really, really give your marriage the attention it needs. We're starting to open back up in a lot of states, and a lot of cities are opening up. And I don't want you guys to go back out there and do the same thing and then think, okay, things were good. We had time together. We communicated, and then rush off to your life and forget about marriage. So, Lisa, comments?
Pardon me?
Any comments or final words?
No, I'm just looking forward to sharing with you guys tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow morning, 9:30 a.m. Central Standard Time to 11. And you need to go register right now on Eventbrite. And I know you might have said, well, I said I was coming on Facebook. The Facebook invite is only just, we can't go by that. We have to have.
It helps us gauge. It just helps us gauge. But in order to get the link, you need to go ahead and register, because again, we have some confidentiality information that we need to share.
Yes, absolutely. So we will see you tomorrow on the Zoom. And I hope you guys have a blessed Friday afternoon. We're here in Middle Tennessee. It's sun shining, but wherever you are in the world, you just enjoy the day. God bless. We'll see you next time. Bye.